Now then, I did a video about my hood in Italy. I'm going to do a video now about my hood in the UK, where I grew up. From 10 till 18 I lived here. Differences between the UK and Italy. I'll put on Google Maps where I am in the UK now. I've been here for a couple of days. Main difference now is the weather. We are double the temperature in Italy. Where I live in Cremona is 4 degrees and it's 8 degrees here. Although with the wind it seems a little bit colder. So it's double the temperature here. One up for the UK. I think December and January are months where the temperature is pretty similar to the UK and Italy. And today's an odd day because we're double. I'll repeat it again. In the summer, it could probably happen quite a lot that Italy is double what it is in the UK. Maybe in Cremona it's 35 and in the UK it's 17. So that's one difference. Another difference I've seen, or I see quite a lot, is that even though it's quite mild here in the UK, I see people walking around with shorts on. See if I see someone, I'll take a video of it. Guys walking around with shorts on, what's going on there? When I was young, when I lived here 20 years ago, that never happened. In the winter, no one wore shorts. Difference number one. See the houses here. It's another difference. People live in houses here. Mostly semi-detached. I lived in a semi-detached. My parents' house is semi-detached. And in Italy, everyone lives in flats. Well, not everyone. Some people live in houses as well, but the majority live in flats. Difference number two, the food. Well, I'm sure everyone probably knows that Italy is the best place in the world for food, which I would agree with, even though I've not visited loads of places. But I've been here for 4 days, and I think I've had toast and cheese, or ham and toast. Toast is always the main thing on the menu here, at least 6 or 7 times. It's like the equivalent of pasta in Italy. But we take it really to an exaggeration here. The food here, it used to get me down. It doesn't now. I'm used to it. It used to get me down when I was in Italy, but I'm used to it now. So yeah, the food. What's your favourite dish? Let me know what your favourite food is in the comment. Forgot the obvious one. Obviously here cars go driving the other side of the road. So I'm going to show you a car here. You see where the steering wheel is? It's on the other side of the road to Italy. I was reading about that the other day. There's more countries than I thought that drive like in the UK. There's India, there's Australia, there's South Africa, there's Japan, Fiji. India driving on the same side as the UK is probably more than anyone in the world because there's more Indians than Chinese now. I used to walk this way to school every day, just walking through these houses, walking through the roads. The sky, I don't think the sky seems a lot lower here than it does in Italy. In Italy it seems higher, the sky. I think it's because we've got low pressure atmosphere, lower clouds. The sky seems lower. The sky's the limit. Yeah, another thing I noticed that always gets me is that I think the pace of people here is a lot faster. When you're out and about speaking to people, the sort of the greetings that people give you, hello, that's it. And if you stop to chat to someone, it's always a small chat. It lasts a lot longer or a lot shorter than in Italy. Saying goodbye in Italy can last for 10 minutes. The actual saying goodbye. So we say ciao, 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 ciao. Then we start talking about something else and then we say goodbye again. Saying goodbye in Italy can last longer than a normal chat here. So that's one thing I noticed, the general pace of people is more hectic here. I'm not saying that people work more, or am I? But I get the feeling that, yeah, it's a bit more emotional. Is that a word? If it's not, you know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, so that's what I see. Even people I've not seen, I maybe stop by and see people that I've not seen for 15 years. It's just like a 2-minute chat. That was in Italy. You'd have to go to their house for lunch, dinner, maybe sleep over, a few whiskies. Well, not whiskies, Amaro. Don't know which way to go here. So go the long way or through the alley. There's an alleyway there. Many stories in that alleyway, which I won't talk about in this channel. I'll go the long way. You can see which way I'm going around here. I'm going to go into a charity shop. That's another difference. It's a charity shop. Don't know how long it's been open for. It didn't exist when I was young. But it sells like, you can get some good stuff in there for like £5. I got a jacket, a super dry jacket in there for £5 last time I was here. So I'm going to go there. I'll show you what it's like. Difference number 3, fast-paced people. Difference number 4, pub culture, alcohol. Now it's generally accepted here in the UK that you can go out and get drunk, which is not the same in Italy. So I'm just checking my mic here. I've got a new mic, can you see it? Look, I'm professional now. It's not the same in Italy. Yeah, there's someone with shorts on here. I'm going to film them. I'm going to talk so I can get them. It's not the same. It's not accepted in Italy. Going out and getting drunk is not accepted in Italy, but it is here. I mean, I went out the other night with one of my friends who I hadn't seen for 4 years, and we had a few beers. I think we had about 5 or 6. There you go. Someone with shorts on. I think we had about 5 or 6 pints. That you would never drink that amount of beer in Italy. One, because people drink more wine, so that's why you don't drink beer. And 2, because the beer's a lot stronger in Italy. I think the average percentage for a beer, I drink bitter, I like bitter or mild, which is not lager. The average percent of that is 3.5, so it's like half of what a lager would be in it, or what beer is in Italy is 5.5, 6. So I think the quantity is linked to that. I mean, you can have 5 or 6 pints of 3% lager here and you can still feel okay, you know. So the difference is alcohol. People here go to the pub to drink, whereas in Italy, if you go out, you don't really go out to drink. You go out to socialise and have a meal and have an aperitivo, have a drink as well. But people go out here to drink. So I think that's a big difference. It's a big, big difference. It's probably the biggest difference. Yes, alcohol and food, probably link them together. Coming up to the charity shop now, so I'll go in it and see if I can get any bargains. Petrol station. The Labour Club, British flag, Real Britannia. I would say you see, I don't know if you see more British flags or Italian flags in Italy. I don't know, I would say it was the same. One thing I see a lot of here is solar powered panels. Look at that. Probably more here in the UK than there is in Italy. Because you get more sun in Italy though. Strange but true. It's a dentist I used to go to as a kid. Hate the dentist. Does anyone else hate the dentist? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's more people who hate the dentist that don't mind it. It used to be the post office. Now it's a bar cum cafe. Post office. Let's not talk about that. This used to be my walk home from school every day. Just to get off the bus here. I think school was about 5 miles away, so 8-9 kilometres away. Used to get off, go into the shop there, buy some chocolate. Yeah, going back to food, that's another thing I haven't mentioned. here in the UK, people eat loads more. They've got a sweet tooth. Sweets, chocolate is a lot more consumed than it is in Italy. I would say, at least northern Italy. It's windy. I hope this mic is holding up. At least northern Italy, in the south of Italy, obviously there's a big sweet culture there. But I would say most in the UK, people have got a lot of big sweet tooth here. I still like chocolate. I eat a lot less of it now that I'm in Italy. Purely because, you know, the culture, that's the way it is. But yeah, I would say people have got more of a sweet tooth here. If I'm missing any, let me know in the comments if there's any that I'm missing. I'm just going on by the top of my head of having lived 20 years in the UK, 20 years in Italy. I'm going to go into my last difference now to wrap the video up. Cash is disappearing here. Cash is king. Remember that I used to say that? I've got a degree in economics. You wouldn't think so, would you? Cash is king. Cash is dead, is the new saying. Been to Liverpool, been everywhere. Don't carry any cash with me. Never ever carry cash with me now. And the same here, hardly any cash. You go to the pub, you go anywhere, people pay with card, with a watch, with their phone. I think a lot more so than in Italy. Cash is not dead in Italy yet. Although if some people want their way, they will have that. I read in Sweden, I think it was in Sweden, they were doing chips. They were putting chips into your arm there, so you could pay with that. That is really the end of it, isn't it? Big Brother. Big Brother's coming soon. But yeah, cash is dead here. Long live the king. Cash. So anyway, that's me wrapped it up. I'm going to wrap it up, the video. I'm walking back home. This is the road I used to walk down after school every day to get to my home. Thanks for watching. I'd like you to like and subscribe. I'm going to make more videos about difference between the UK and Italy. The main aim of the channel obviously is to show people what it's like living in Italy is like. Northern Italy. That's the next video. Difference between Italy, the north and the south. Yeah, I would say there's more. If you look at it on the grand scheme of things in the world, there's more comparisons than there's more similarities than there are dissimilarities. There's more the same. UK and Italy is more the same than it is different. If you look in the grand scheme of things, but there are subtle differences, which I'll show you. Yeah, so like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I had my first kiss there when I was 16. Shouldn't have told you that, should I? Like and subscribe, and ciao for now.